We're going live. Hello, good evening. Showtime Behaviour. That started up quick, didn't it? Normally it takes about 30-40 seconds to crank up the stream, but that started with about 5 seconds of going live. Anyway, hello, good evening. Thanks, Showtime. Took me by surprise a bit. Hello, good evening. Thanks, Showtime, for being here on this Monday evening. So we're going live across YouTube and going live across the world right now. It is GavsWeatherVids for a Sunday evening. Been cold today, hasn't it? Dull, cold, very miserable day today. So been that sort of weekend, really, hasn't it? All weekend it's been dull and cold, and this is going to go on for a few more days, and then we're going to sort of clear the air, going to get rid of this anticyclonic gloom, but the price we pay for that is to turn stormy. I think got a named storm on the way on Friday into Saturday, and then possibly more named storms through the last week of January as well. So we're certainly going into a more active phase of the weather, and yeah, so there's going to be a lot to focus on in this live stream. We're going to be looking at stormy weather ahead. We're going to be doing a 10 to 14 day, like a regular 10 to 14 day. The only difference is that we're doing it live for you tonight. People will be able to watch it back as a regular 10 to 14 day after the stream mode. And then, if all of that wasn't enough, we would include Ensembles Watch in with that as well. So it's going to be an interesting live stream, and we'll be getting on with all of the screen share, screen capture stuff from about 6:30 onwards. We're at 53 concurrent viewers already, so probably going to be a big stream with 13 likes on the stream. Please smash that like button, everybody, and let YouTube know that you enjoy the live stream. Thanks so much, everyone, for doing that. If everyone say thanks so much to our lovely moderators for moderating on the stream. So thank you so much to Ben, and also thanks so much to James. We've got Ben and James in us at the moment. Ben's been away for the weekend, haven't you, Ben? To Oxford. I think Ben's just got back to Manchester. So thank you so much to Ben and to James for being here. The other moderators might pop in as well as the stream goes on. If they do, give them a wave or a thumbs up or something and say hello to them and thank them for moderating on the stream. Now, before doing anything else, I want to share a few channel links. So, first channel we're going to share is Send It. We love Send It, and I noticed, I'm looking at Send It's channel. Send It did a live stream the other day, and I just caught the very last couple of minutes of it. Here is Send It in the live chat now. Hello to you, Send It. How are you doing, my friend? I noticed, Send It, you've only got to put on 50 subscribers to get yourself to your first 1,000. Send It is very close to his first 1,000 subscribers. So if you could give young Send It a sub, we love Send It. We love Send It at GavsWeatherVids. If you could give Send It a sub, that'd be absolutely awesome. Let's get him to his first 1,000. It took me like years to get my first 1,000. Your first 1,000 subs on YouTube is the hardest 1,000. It took like months, weeks, etc. To get my years, to get my first 1,000. Send It's done it in, I don't know, about 2 weeks or so. No, not quite 2 weeks, but like a couple of months anyway. So absolutely incredible performance from Send It. Send It will be overtaking me. Send It going to go viral. Send It will go viral. You wait and see. Send It if you go viral. Send my love back to Gav, when you got like 100,000 subs and your verified tick. Anyway, let's Send It. We love Send It. Send It. We love Send It. Right, we're also going to share Mark's channel as well. Mark was live streaming earlier on today. We love Mark Vaughan, so check out Mark. I think everybody at GavsWeatherVids is already subscribed to Mark, though. But, I'll share Mark's channel. Anyway, Mark did a great job on his live stream earlier. So we love Mark Vogan. Thank you so much. And weather fans, of course, I think weather fans will be going live at 8 p.m. So let's share weather fans link as well. If you haven't had enough weather content after me, and I'm like weather fans warmer pack, really, then weather fans, well, Send It might be live as well. Send It sometimes is live on a Sunday, actually. So you know, you'll have a choice of like Send It and also weather fans. But anyway, here's weather fans as well. So weather fans doing an awesome job as always. We love weather fans, and you can have a look at Connor as well. If you like a bit of gaming, non-weather content. For non-weather content, check out Connor on Games GOG. Check out COG. And Connor does a great job with his gaming channel. We love it. Okay, there we go. All those channels are very closely aligned to GavsWeatherVids, but we really want to get Send It his first 1,000. So, you know, he only needs 50 subs. 50 subs, you know, I'm sure there are plenty of people watching either now or a little bit later on that can sub to Send It and give him his first 1,000. And then Send It, of course, will be out. Well, I don't know how old Send It is, but I think even if you're like 18, I think you still monetize, you know, with parental permissions and whatnot. So Send It will be able to start monetizing his channel when he gets his first 1,000, as long as he's got enough watch time, and I think he will have. So it's going to be absolutely awesome. Well done, Send It! Send It! Send It! Send It! We love Send It. Well done, Send It. Right, okay. I'm going to hold on a minute. So trying to make myself cough. I want to start going through the live chat there. We're at hovering around 70 in cap years. We're 25 likes. We're seeing. Smash that like button. Be absolutely awesome. Storm Chaser Paul, hang on. Storm Chaser Paul, how to you, my friend? Are you live, Storm? Are you live, Paul? Storm Chaser. Storm Chaser Paul, it's from weather fans. Are you live, Storm Chaser? At 8 p.m. Cheers, Gav. I'm only at 290 subs on my Storm Chaser channel, so hard grind to first. Okay, it's always it's normally a hard grind to your first 1K, but Send It has cracked the algorithm. I think that's what's happened. Send It's cracked the algorithm. A lot of the younger channels, they are better, you know, cracking the algorithm than like an old fella, an old man like me. I've always struggled to crack the algorithm. But I notice a lot of the younger, channels, they or the younger people who own the web channels, they crack the algorithm better with better thumbnails, just better everything really. They're like digital Gavs analog. They're digital Gavs analog, if you get me. I sometimes think that like I'm getting a bit old, really, for YouTube, you know. It's getting a bit old for it. Is it need time to retire and hand over to the next generation? I think it might be before too much longer. But, you know, I'm still here. I'm still plugging away at it. But, yeah, you know, Send It, the way Send It, subs and boosts, absolutely incredible, absolutely amazing. So, well done to Send It! Well done, my friend. Storm Chaser, you bet I will be out chasing. You will be, my friend. Are you live, Paul? Are you going to be live? Are you going to be live tonight, Paul, with weather fans? Let me know, and I'll give you a plug at the end of the stream for everybody to go onto your live stream. And Send It, let me know if you're live as well this evening. Right, I better start going through the live chat then. And we'll shout you out along the way and do all of that good stuff. Remember, about 6:30, that's when we're going to start to play Capture. We're going to do 10 to 14 down, look at the story weather ahead, and do Ensembles Watch as well. It's all to come, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. Right, Ben, that was a special shout out. We love Send It. We love Send It. We love Send It. Somebody once said, not once said, a couple of days ago, somebody said that Send It could be like my son, you know, which I was very proud about, actually. That was nice, I thought. Storm Chaser, because he looks so much like me. There's another weather channel where the lad doing that sounds a lot like me. So there's like a channel out there that sounds a lot like me. It's almost identical to me, actually. And there's another one, Send it who looks quite a lot like me, a young version of me. So that's nice, though, isn't it? Gav inspiring the next generation. Oh, Send it's releasing a video tonight. Well, that's all right. And Weather Fans will be live at 8 p.m. Right, okay, I'll give you a plug at the end of the live stream, Paul. No problem. Okay, we better start going through the live chat. I think. So let's do that. Heard to Sean Partridge, no relation. Good into you, my friend. Right, let's start going through the live chat and we'll see how we're all doing. Right, so hello to first person email visit Spanner, moderator Spanner Ben. Hello to you, Ben. Thank you so much for being on live stream tonight. Just made it back from Manchester. Lovely, man. You had a nice weekend. It was down in Oxford. Well, you're not far from Gav, actually. Could have popped in for a coffee. I had a nice weekend, Ben. Hello to Dan. Thanks so much for moderator, my friend. Hello to Dandy. Good into Dandy. Thanks for being on live stream. Right, I've got Chris Stewart here as well. Good into you, Chris. Thank you so much for being here. Hello to you, my friend. Right. Oh, yeah, I was asking how we're... Because I think we're going to get a name Storm. And the next one on the list is EOWYN. I was asking how we name that. And we think it's Ewan. I think that's like the Irish spelling for the Scottish name Ewan. I think that's right, but we'll see. I could be completely wrong on that, but that's what we thought. Thanks so to Chris Stewart for that. Thanks so much, Chris. Right, Shiram. Hello, Jen. Thanks for being on live stream tonight, Chris. Shiram, think we have a ball spring, Gavin, on the way. Just a hunch looking through the telescope. Maybe. Been looking at your crystal ball, Shiram. No, maybe. We might be doing so. We'll see, my friend. I think we'll probably get a cold snap at some point through March and April. I'm unsure whether it'll be March, whether it'll be May, April, but I do think we are going to get quite a significant cold snap this spring. But then later on this spring, we might get paid back for that by having a lot of dry and warm weather. So, let's just wait and see. Just early thoughts whirring away in the grey matter. Only 2 spring updates in, so still very, very early days. Right, let's come down. Hello to Matthew Orchard. Good to you, my friend. Good evening, Gav. And all still chilly out there, but changed on the way. Perhaps some name songs. I think so, my friend. Thanks so Matthew being on live stream. Got Chris A. in. Good to you, Chris Ailing. Thank you so much, my friend, for being here. Laura is on the live stream as well. Good to lovely Laura Johnson. Thank you so much, Laura. For being here. Shiram is asking, hello Gavin, have you got any thoughts on what the next historic video might be? That'll be for Easter, I guess, and no, haven't thought about it yet, Shiram. Easter's going to be late this year, isn't it? Like about 21st of April. So it's a very, very late Easter this year. So no, my friend, I have not given it any thought yet, but I will get thinking about that when we get into probably about sort of March-ish. I'll start giving it some thought. Right, head to Hazel. Here's to Hazel Kitchen. Thanks so much for being on the live stream tonight, Hazel. I hope you're doing okay. Dandy will tell me to do it, and I did it. Thank you so much, Dandy, for being here. Hi, Guy. Hello to Guy Morley. Thank you so much for being on live stream tonight, Guy. Evening, everyone. Hi, Gab. It's cold out there where I live in South Wales. Only 1 degree temperature. Yeah, it's been cold here all weekend. And very gloomy as well. Thank you so much, Guy, for being on the live stream tonight. Got Anne Smith in with us tonight. Hello to you, Anne. Oh, we're at 69. You can curb yours, blind me. Hello to you, Anne. Thank you so much for being on the live stream tonight. And Storm Chaser Paul checked in as well. Hello to you, Paul. So much for being here. Hello to TBOS with a channel member chat. 6 months of channel member. Thank you so much, my friend. Evening, everyone. Hello to you, TBOS. Hope you're doing okay, my friend. And Shiram is saying, will you do a mid-season winter review, Gav? I don't think so. Shiram. Around Christmas, I thought we were going to have to do a mid-season review, and we're going to have to bin the winter forecast, and, and that was it. It was all looking very bleak for the winter forecast around Christmas. With this colder January, I think the winter forecast has come back on track. So I think we've nailed quite a few of the points for the winter so far. It was perhaps milder in December than we anticipated, but I think January's probably been a bit colder than we anticipated. We was always very unsure about February anyway, so, you know, whether we come out a little bit above average or a little bit below average for this winter, probably going to be a little bit above. I don't think the forecast is going to be a million miles out. We said mild Christmas, we had that. We said that probably no SSW this winter. I think that's going to be right as well. If we do get an SSW, I think it'll be right at the very end of February. So I think we've nailed a lot of the points. Therefore, I don't think there's a great deal of reason to do a winter forecast. I'm not unhappy at this stage with winter forecast, Sharon. So I think we just leave it and we see how we come out at the end of the at the end of the season. Right. So hello to James 298. Thanks to moderator James for being on our live stream tonight. Good evening to you, my friend, and good evening to Soft Shallow as well. Thanks to James for moderating. Also, thanks so much, my friend. Hello to Soft Shallow. Good evening to you. Hello, GavsWeatherVids and Weather Friends. Good evening to you. Thanks so much for being here. We've got Tommy. Hello to Tommy saying, good evening, Gavin, all in the chat. We've hit 80 concurrent viewers, 80 concurrent with 36 likes. Please smash that like button, everybody. Hello to you, Tommy. Thanks so much, my friend, for being here. Jason Sharrett is here. Hello to you, Jason. Saying, hi, Gav, how are you? The pest from the I think that's going to be the pest from the west on the way. It looks like it, my friend. Storm Chase Ball has only got 2 degrees in West Yorkshire. Feeling like winter again. It does, my friend. Proper inversion going on, isn't there? Hello to Sam Parker. Good evening to you, Sam. Thank you so much for being on our live stream tonight. Right, let's come on down. Send it. Good evening to Send It. So been on the live stream tonight. And we got Aaron Tedham. Hello to you, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, blimey, look what the cat's dragged in. Look who's turned up like a bad penny. Benjamin Dover, everyone. We've got Benjamin Dover on the live stream tonight. Hello to you, Benjamin. So much for being here. I had a nice weekend. Bendy over. Right, let's come down. Hello to Andy. Going to you, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. How are you, Andy? Hope you're doing okay. And Sink Splint. Hello to you, Sink Splint. So much for being on our live stream tonight. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Sam Parker, I went on a 5 kilometre, 15, no, not 15 yeah, 15 km walk in the countryside day. Brian, that's a long way to go, isn't it? 2 degrees and very cloudy, still reasonably good visibility. Brian, I hope you enjoyed that, my friend. I bet you had to wrap up though, didn't you? Hello to Peter, good evening. Bring some more snow before the end of winter. I hope you're okay anyway. Woo! I'm alright, thank you, Peter. Well, I reckon we'll have a little bit more cold weather. Maybe not for the end of winter, but into the spring months anyway. It's bound to happen, I think. Sam is saying, anything can happen, Peter. Apparently the 1987 winter was warm before a big freeze. Yes, it was a very mild December that we had in 1987. This winter so far has been kind of like a toned down version of 86, 87, to be honest. Very mild December, cold between like New Year and the middle of January. The only difference is that 87 was much colder than this year was. This year was very cold, don't get me wrong, but 87 was probably the coldest single spell of weather in winter since 1740, I think. It was an extraordinarily cold spell that we had. It only lasted a few days, about a week, but it was extraordinarily cold while it was on. Hello to Andy G. Going to you, Andy. Can you send some really thick fog to Portman Road, please? Immediately. I'll see what I can do. I'll get on my iPhone, call the weather gods and see what they got to say. Thank you so much, Andy. Why do you want that, my friend? Immediately. Hello to Paul Girling. Good evening to you, my friend. Good evening, Gavin. Everyone who have tuned in. Hello to you. Thank you so much, Paul, for being on our live stream tonight. We've got Isaac. Isaac Shaw. Where's Isaac? Where are... Oh, Isaac's retracted message. Right, what's happened to Isaac? Isaac, you retracted your message, but I think something might have happened with Isaac. So if you let me know, Isaac, what's going on. If you want to, you don't have to. You let me know what's going on. Christian saying to Isaac, sorry to hear that you're going through a tough situation. So let us know, Isaac, what's happening, and we'll see. You know, we can't really make any difference, I don't suppose, but we can all commiserate and wish you the best and all of that, Isaac. So you retracted your message. Maybe you don't want, to post what's going on. But if you're around, Isaac, then just give me a message, email or something if you don't want to post it, live chat. And that's all right. We're hovering still about 17 concurrent viewers, 39 likes on stream. Please smash that like button, everybody. Let you know you enjoy the stream. We will be doing our screen share, screen capture section about 6:30, something like that. So just hang in there, and we've got data on the way. Hazel saying, Gav, will Hull get wind that weekend? You will, but not as bad as areas further north and west, I would have thought, unless below pressure kind of pulls down the North Sea, which can happen, but I don't think this one is going to. I think this one's going to go like from Ireland to Scotland. So you should avoid the worst of it, but it will still be a pretty wild weekend, Hazel. Hello to Katrine. Got Katrine Basso on the live stream tonight. Christian thinks Gav might retire after the 24-25 winter forecast verification video. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know, Chris. Never say never. I do sometimes think that I might be getting a bit old for it all. It might be time to hand over to the next generation. But then again, on the other hand, the GavsWeatherVids community is absolutely amazing. So if I just retire, then I'll be letting the community down, wouldn't I? So maybe I'll just cut back a bit. Perhaps I'll just cut back, but keep going at a lower, rate. But we'll see anyway. Time will tell, I'm sure. We're close to 80 concurrent viewers with 40 likes on stream. Again, smash that like button, everybody, and let YouTube know. Of course, the other thing is I'm going to get to 20k subs. We've got to get to 20k. So, whatever happens, I've got to keep going until we get to 20k, definitely. Good to Neil Furr. Thank you so much, Neil, for being on a live stream. Unbelievable. Thank you so much, my friend. Got Tyler with us. Hello to Tyler saying, hola, hola. Hello, Tyler. You're right, my friend. That's a boss, if anybody didn't know. Almost like a boss, my good friend. Almost like a boss. So hello to you. Thank you so much, Tyler, for being here. Hope you're doing okay, my friend. Got David Aitchison. Hello to you, my friend. Thanks so much for being on live stream. Definitely not that random guy. Good to you. What would happen here below would chat further south? Gavin, it will take the stormiest of the winds further south and probably deliver snow up into Scotland as well. I think the Scottish mountains will get snow anyway. It's looking pretty wild when we get to the end of the week and into the weekend, and possibly beyond that. Going to Ryan Marshall. Hello to you, Ryan. Thanks so much for being on the live stream tonight. Unbelievable. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Love it. Ben saying it's near my birthday. I hope you have a nice birthday, Ben. I hope the weather shines on you. Easter, I think, is near Ben's birthday this year. Very late Easter, isn't it? But Tyler says -7 at my house right now. It's cold. It's going to get even colder though, my friend. I'm not sure where you are in the States, but you got really freezing weather on the way, Tyler, and you're gonna know about it. You're gonna know about it, my friend. So and that's really, we had a chance of what we call a Scandinavian eye, Tyler, with a very cold easterly wind and whatnot. About a week ago, the models like we're having a flirt. Models were flirting with that about a week ago, and your cold spell, Tyler, in America is basically going to blitz that. We're going to ramp up the jet stream. We're going to get lots of stormy winds and whatnot coming across the Atlantic. And it's all, well, I won't say it's all your fault, Tyler, but it's due to the cold wave that's going to be going through America, pepping up the jets. So, no, yeah, you know, that's how it is. But I don't understand why we can't get calm on both sides of the Atlantic, because, like, in the 80s, we used to have it really cold across Eastern America at times in the winter, but we could still maintain really cold weather in the North and Western Europe as well. But we don't seem to be able to do that anywhere near as much now. Whether it's because the Atlantic is a lot warmer than it was back in the 80s. In the 80s, we had a cold Atlantic as we was in the cold AMO phase, Atlantic Melting Decadal Stage. So it might be due to the Atlantic SSTs more than anything. But yeah, you know, back in the 80s, I remember, like, there'd been a lot of talk about 1985 because they've had to move the presidential. Is it inauguration? Presidential inauguration is being moved indoors, isn't it? Because outdoors it's going to be too cold for it. And that, I think they said the last time that happened, or that's happened in 1985, anyway, in January 1985. And, you know, that was a very cold January, though, here as well. It was cold on both sides of the Atlantic due to the strength of the blocking. But we don't seem to be able to do that with the winters these days. So I don't know. It's all up in the air. But anyway, Tyler, you keep yourself warm, my friend. You wrap up warm. You put your heating on, and you know, make sure that you stay in when you're in the car. I mean, it could be really, really severely cold. Anybody watching in America, I think 90 can cope with yours, by the way. Thank you so much, everyone. Big nice. Anybody watching in America, to be serious, you have got to keep yourself warm and stay indoors. We're not just talking about cold, we're talking about ferocious, absolutely brutal levels of cold, life-threatening levels of cold, dangerous levels of cold that's plunging out of Canada in the next few days. So make sure you stay indoors, keep yourself warm, all of that, you know, and look after yourself, anybody over in America. Right, sure, but will the severe January of 86-87 happen again, Gav? I'm sure it will one day, but we might not be around to see it, as it was a very, very rare extreme cold spell. Hello to John Churcher. Good evening to you. Not as cold as 60s, 70s and 80s. I guess not. Right, we've got Tyler saying, woke up to snow falling this morning. It was painful taking the dog out without any jacket on. You don't want to be doing that. Make sure you keep yourself warm, Tyler, especially like in the next day or two, because it's going to get even colder. Cold really is going to get very, very extreme in the next few days. Right, but Hazel, I am hoping my carer will be here in the next hour. She's due by 10:35. Need pain medication. Hopefully she'll be there for you, Hazel. I'll keep my fingers crossed that she gets there. Shouldn't be any reason not to with the weather. Anyway, send it. Don't give up on it, Gab. We love your content. Who's gonna do Gab? Who's gonna do it like Gab? Send it. Okay, all right then. Send it. I'll carry on just for you, my friend. Hello to Shiram. I hope Gab gets round to doing the severe cold winter that materialises in the season of winter updates. So I'm waiting to get a very, very cold winter, and I don't know, just doesn't seem to materialise. I had a really cold winter, the first winter, that I did in 2012, 2013, didn't I? But since then, nothing. So, We'll see. Paul Gerling, 82 was a cold winter in the UK. It was 81, 82, really cold winter. And Ella, thank you, my friend. Hello, Gav. Fog sight down in 50 metres. Might as well here in Denmark. Sounds cold, my friend. Chris Stewart saying 2015 was a cold and snowy winter. They still get loads of cold and snowy winters in America, as they do in Asia. So that tells me that at some point we will get I know I keep saying this every year, at some point we are going to get a very cold winter, because, you know, there's still very cold air around. Despite the warming trend, we still see extreme, and I mean really, really, really extreme levels of cold in North America and Canada. We still sometimes see very, very, very cold air getting to Asia, you know, those things of Japan being snowed up, or certain parts of Japan, etc., China, etc. We still get very cold air there. Russia's having a mild winter this year, but Russia still sees extreme levels of cold at times as well. No, it's just northern and western Europe where it was always quite difficult to get cold weather anyway, but seems to, you know, really struggle to get a proper cold winter. But I think it will happen once we get a blocking area of high pressure in place around Greenland, around Scandinavia, that goes on for a few weeks. I think we can still get very cold conditions, and I think it will happen at some point, and when it does, it will take everybody by surprise. Nobody will be expecting it, and, you know, it will come as a really big, shock. Ben Enty said you can get very cold winter in Greece. It's true, yeah, like East and South Eastern Europe, Balkans can still get very extreme levels of snow. Around the Black Sea, you know, those sort of areas. Romania still gets very cold winters. So I think when we get a blocking high in the correct position, that is the jet stream in the correct position, which you go down to Spain for a sustained period of time, I think we're going to get a very cold winter. We still see these very cold conditions into North America, into Asia, into Russia, you know, into the southeast of Europe as well. One day it's going to happen. Gav told you. If I'm not around when that happens, remember, Gav told you it's going to happen. Hello to Ricardo. Going to Ricardo. Hello to Richard Short. The cold will be back. I spoke to Arnie. Said, I'll be back. Hello to you, Richard. Thank you so much, my friend. Hazel wants mild winters from now on. A lot of people do, due to their heating costs of that, Hazel. But at the end of the day, the weather will do whatever the weather will do, and we just have to go along with it, I guess. You know, and that's how it is, isn't it? How's the best crazy boy? Good into you, my friend. We're going to start display capturing imminently. We've just hit 100 viewers with 56 likes on stream. Please smash that like button, everybody, and let YouTube know that you enjoy the stream. Thank you so much, everyone. A massive live stream tonight. So we're going to be bringing our 10 to 14 down, and we're going to include Ensembles Watch in that as well. So we're going to be doing that for you very, very shortly. At the bottom of the live chat. So if I've missed giving anybody a shout out, you know, then give me a thumbs up emoji or a waving emoji. I'll give you a shout out before we start display capturing shortly. Storm Chaser Paul saying it won't be long till we get a severe cold snap. I don't think so. I think we're going to get it for too much longer. I think this January is a hint of what is still possible, and I think, you know, it's going to happen, and when it does, it will be a real shock. Good into Calton. I don't know what the country will do, because we, to say, I mean, like, when we had really cold winters back in the 60s, the 80s, it was bad enough, because we wasn't really set up for them, but somehow we managed to cope, I guess. But now, if we was to have a really cold winter now, I think the whole country will fall apart within about a fortnight. You know, power cuts, people losing their heating. It would all go really, really bad. I think if we got a big blocking area of high pressure over Greenland and Scandinavia that lasted for 4 or 5 weeks, I think the country would be in an absolute mess, you know, an absolute meltdown within a fortnight. So it's not really something that we want to happen, but at some point, I think it will, you know, by law of averages, as we still see, as I say, extreme and brutal levels of cold into North America and into Asia as well. At some point, it's going to happen. Hello to Ryan56. Hello to you, my friend. Is this another example of a tease of winter, Gav? I'm not getting into that. Ryan, you're trying to get me into trouble, you little tinker. No, I'm not getting into that. But we shall. We'll see. We'll see. Scott saying, how strong will winds be this weekend? I reckon we might get like 60, 70, maybe 80 mile an hour. Hold on. So sorry everyone, into Ireland, Western Scotland, maybe through the Irish Sea coast as well. Inland, we might get gusts going up to like 40, 50, 60 miles an hour. So it's going to be pretty wild. We've had worse, but it's going to be pretty bad. I think out in the Atlantic, it's going to be a lot worse than that, though. So the strongest of winds will probably be like a couple of 100 miles to the west of Ireland, and they're, you know, well in excess of 100 mile an hour gusts are distinctly possible, I think. Hello to Mr. Monkey, and we've also got Doris in as well. Hello to Doris Delbert. Thank you so much, Doris, for being on a live stream. Always great to see new names in the live chat. Hello to you, Doris. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you're doing okay and keeping warm. We've got Sam Parker saying gas levels are already low in the UK. It's true, we only had about a week of cold weather. The gas was running out, wasn't it? What on earth would happen if we went on, you know, for like 5 or 6 weeks? I don't know, do you? LJ, I think a big cold snap will coincide with AMOC or Gulfstream faltering or collapse. I mean, that scare does around a lot, and I'm always quite sceptical about it. I don't think that will happen, but I think we will get a very cold winter, maybe a couple of very cold winters on the bounce. You know, and that's it. So if that happens, there will be a lot of speculation, but it's due to the Gulfstream faltering or collapsing. But I'll be surprised if that happens. But we'll see. Time will tell. Good to Stephen Jones. Thank you so much, Stephen, for being on live stream tonight. Scott saying, would it be possible to get 70 or 80 mile an hour winds in Essex? I doubt it. No, the strongest of the winds will be. I mean, it's very early days of this, folks, so it's all subject to change. We'll know more about Tuesday, Wednesday, I suspect, but the strongest of the winds will likely be to the Atlantic and around the Irish Sea, those sort of areas. Right, okay, well, I've chatted on long enough. I've got a lot to show you, so I better get on with display capturing. Thank you so much for an amazing live stream, everybody. We're at 115 concurrent viewers, 58 likes on stream. Thank you so much, everyone. Please smash that like button and let YouTube know that you're enjoying the stream. And thank you so much for doing that. Laura, shall we have a frozen and white April to help people prepare, lol? It could happen, Laura, that we have a cold April this year. We shall see. Right, okay, well, we're having a big live stream. So much, everybody. It's been absolutely epic so far. Thank you so much, everyone. It's now time to bring you our 10 to 14 day section, and also Ensembles Watch as well. So in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. Here we go with display capturing on this Sunday evening. Thank you so to James 09 Shape for moderating of the live stream. Thank you so to Ben NT for moderating of the live stream. And did I see Cal popped in? How did Callum? Got into Callum Potter for moderating of the live stream as well. That cold in the US means we're getting a battering next week. It does, my friend. But one of these days we'll manage to pull off very cold air. Very cold winter on both sides of the Atlantic. I am sure we will. Good evening to Monty. Hello to you, my friend. Thank you so much, Monty, for being on our live stream tonight. Right, okay, we're display capturing right now on YouTube. So it's nearly 20 to 7, running late, with 125 concurrent, 61 likes on stream. It's Sunday, the 19th of January 2025, and we're going to do our 10 to 14 day. So the first thing I want to start off with is the storm name list. I think we're going to have our next named storm, which is this one, Ewan. I think that's what we have said, although that's saying Awing. I don't know. So I think it's Ewan, but I don't know. After that, we've still got Floris, Gerben, Hugo. That's nice and easy. Izzy, James, Kaylee, Lewis, Mavis. We've got to get to Storm Mavis, haven't we? We've got to have a Storm Mavis that we can all have a good laugh about. Is that noisy? Nisha, I think that is Nisha. Otja, Poppy, Rafi, Sorry, I think. I don't know. Tilly, Vivian, and Reb. They are the names still left for this season, Storm season. I think the Weekend Storm, Friday Storm will be named this one, which we think is Ewan. So we shall see. Right, these are the latest temperature observations from XC Weather. We're currently seeing a temperature at 11 degrees for southwest of Ireland. Otherwise, though, it's a cold. That's the highest temperature, but Northern Ireland is up to 7. Belfast is at 7, and we've also got South Uist at 8 degrees. However, most places are cold. So, for example, to Western, just 1 degree there. Birmingham, just 2 degrees. East Midlands, just 2 degrees. Waddington, just 2 degrees. Harrowden, I think it is, 3 degrees. Leaming at 1 degree. It's freezing. Newcastle, Warcop is at -1. Estelmuir is at 2 degrees. Glasgow's at 6 degrees. We've got Aboyne at -3. Like Glasgarnock is at freezing. And we've got Altnahara at -2. So it's been pretty cold weekend, and these pretty cold conditions are going to continue for the next few days as well. Latest river map from earthnullschool.net is looking like this. So gradually high pressure breaking down, seeing more and more low pressure is appearing all over the place in the Atlantic. Still, we're under the influence of high pressure. Still, we're having these inversion conditions, but it's the low pressure that's on the way, and that's going to happen because the jet stream is going to get a real kick because of the cold air that is plunging southwards from Canada into North America. And you see that very nicely here happening with the wind flow map. So currently still reasonably mild up the eastern side of America, up the eastern seaboard. We keep the wind in from the south and from the southwest. But notice northerlies are plunging all the way down now to the Gulf of Mexico, bringing extremely and exceptionally cold levels of air out of Siberia, through the pole, into Canada, and down into North America. This is a very similar pattern to what happened in 2014. The winter 2013-2014 had a very similar pattern, but that went on for weeks and weeks. This is starting late, and I think it's only going to be during this very cold period for a week or so afterwards. I think the Atlantic then will start to run out of steam probably by the middle of February. But certainly for a week or two, we're in for a bit of a battering, courtesy of this extreme cold air that's coming down from the north. If we drag the map down further, I mean, just look how far north these northerly winds are originating from. And actually the very coldest of yet, I think, is still lurking up here and will be pushing even further southwards with even colder air, if that's possible, over the next couple of days as well. So this is a proper blast that's coming into America, and the upshot of that is that as the cold air comes out of America, it's going to hit the Atlantic, where we've got warm seas, temperature dominance, and we've got the jet stream, of course, running through here, and that will blow everything up. We'll see deep areas of low pressure sweeping across the Atlantic, and ultimately those westerlies are going to arrive into northern and western parts of Europe. That's the scientific explanation of what's going on, everybody. Hopefully that was a little bit better of an explanation compared to the one that I gave you on Friday night's live stream. Hopefully that's a little bit more professional. Storm Chaser Ball, 8 p.m, James. So Weather Fans going to be live streaming at 8 p.m. Please check out Weather Fans live stream at 8 p.m, everybody. Greeting to Weather Fans and Michael. Thanks so much, Weather Fans, for being on the live stream. Richard Ricardo saying, you win, Gav. Ha ha. Do I, Rich? Gav's the winner. I don't know. I might be a sinner. I don't know, Rich. So much so, my friend. To Raymondo. To Ray Lovell. So much for being on the live stream tonight. Unbelievable. It's a big stream, this. 139, 114 concurrent viewers. Yeah, so hopefully that explains what's going on and why we're going to suddenly go into a spell of very active and lively weather. Now, essentially, temperature is still sitting at 2.6. That's 1.2 degrees below 6.1 to the 990 average, provisional to yesterday, to the 18th of January. So, cold first 18 days of month. I'll bring that hover in that sort of area for the next 2 or 3 days. But when this Atlantic-driven stuff starts kicking in, then it's likely to get a little bit of a boost. These are the GFS upper air temperature Precipitation ensembles the next couple of weeks. On at Birmingham today. The red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for Birmingham. We're starting off above average with the upper air temperatures at the moment. Inversion means it's colder on the surface. Pretty chilly with the upper air temperatures for the next few days. And, actually the next week or so looking quite chilly. We do get a tick up there with a big area of low pressure. We think there'll be a rain storm on Friday. But once that gets out of the way, going quite cool as well. Into the last days of January, opening days of February, then we're going a bit above average. Looks very zonal, I have to say, about lots of up and down going on, but the trend into early February looks to be, to turn things milder. Precipitation-wise, a lot of dry weather to come over the next few days, and then things will get increasingly unsettled from about Thursday onwards. Bouts of rain, lots of heavy rain to come, and that will carry on into the start of February as well. Temperature anomalies. I've managed to get some temperature anomalies from Tropical Tidbits. Thank you so much to Ricardo, Richard, my good friend Richard Short, hashtag Team Gab Richard. Thanks to Richard for sending this link to me. So temperature anomalies for the next 5 days are coming out below average, especially so for England and Wales. Notice most of Europe looking very mild, especially in the east and the southeast of Europe. Precipitation anomalies for the next week looking like that. Most areas coming out close to average, drier than normal into northern Scotland, and west of an average down in the south. If we look at the 6 to 10 day temperature anomaly, by the way, there we see the coldest of the air, so still cold on average even in 10 days out towards northwest of Scotland, but most areas seeing a bit of a milding trend, not exceptionally so, it has to be said, just going a little bit above average days 6 to 10. So after a cold start, we do see the temperature anomaly coming up a little bit, but not massively so. So average precipitation for the next week, and then if we look at the more extended range, so I guess that would be 4 to 10, then we're starting to see much wetter than average conditions setting up in the Atlantic on the 7 to 13 day, 18 to 14 day, 19 to 15 day, and 10 to 16 day precipitation anomalies show that the wettest of the conditions sorry, when the west summer conditions are to the north and to the west. Right, let's start going through the all-important chart data then, starting off with the UK Met Euro run at 72 hours, enabling the hover. So we find that we've got a trough across the west of Europe, brings some quite chilly weather in with it up to Wednesday. Then we've got this deep area of low pressure. Oh goodness gracious, really look at that, really bombing out in the Atlantic. So that brings really storm force winds into the Atlantic. Fortunately, we don't get the worst of that. Nevertheless, we're still looking at wind gusts. I recommend for Scotland and Ireland, probably going up to about 80 miles an hour around those Atlantic and Irish sea coasts. Just standard sort of wet, windy weather further south. And then by the time we get through to next weekend, this gets us to Sunday, another deep low, bringing further heavy rain and probably gale force winds sweeping in from off the Atlantic. And watch out for that development down there. There's like a weather system but through here, and there's going to be waves along that, and watch out for one of those waves to potentially bring a very nasty secondary daughter low underneath this main parent low. It's going to be a stormy spell that we've got coming up here, starting from Friday and probably going through the last week of January. Right, that's that one done. Let's go on to Icon again, under a trough of low pressure there. It's looking quite chilly on Wednesday around the middle part of the week. Then we got this deep area of low pressure bringing gale force winds, heavy rain, stormy winds in from the Atlantic at the end of the week. Another low pushed through Saturday, that was not particularly vigorous, and then this low by next Sunday whipping itself up in the Atlantic, bringing further heavy rain and potentially gale force winds in with it. Right, so go on to the, I tell you what, let's go on to the KMA, looking like this. Again, got a really big area of low pressure in the North Atlantic at the end of the week, bring gales, or severe gales. Maybe another low there next Sunday. That one looks very nasty too. And then there's a third one just there We've got to keep an eye on. However, by the end of the month, the KMA is trying to raise heights to the east again and break us out of that stormy spell. So it could be that stormy spell only lasts for the last week of January. We'll have to wait and see about that. There is still a lot of low pressure in the Atlantic that might push back in again. But the KMA is trying to break us out of that stormy weather there. Right, let's go on to the GFS. Again, we're under what looks like a pretty chilly trough there through the middle part of next week. Then low pressure coming in from off the Atlantic. The unsettled weather starts on Thursday, but the stormy weather gets going with that low pressure looking quite horrendous, I have to say, for Ireland there on Friday evening. Goodness gracious me. And then those stormy winds transfer towards Scotland and also into northern England as well. So very stormy Friday. Things calming down a bit Saturday into Sunday, but then this low is deepening like mad in the Atlantic from Sunday into Monday, potentially bringing further gale force winds in with it. They've got another low pressure there heading in Thursday the 30th. That could be named as well. Bit of a break then into some slightly higher pressure by the start of February, but that is very quickly flattened up by further low pressure coming in from off the Atlantic, looking wet and windy there up to the 4th of February with the GFS 12s there. If you enjoy my live stream, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thanks so much, everyone, for doing that. Amazing. Nearly 150 viewers with 67 likes on the stream. Thank you so much, everybody. It's absolutely unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Thank you so much, everyone. Massive, massive live stream. I think it's to be quite a quiet live stream. Given that the cold weather is very much gone, or going, but yeah, it's turned into a big live stream. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Ben saying, lol, is Gab hitting my job, Richard? Am I rich? I wonder. You're chatting much stuff. That's absolutely. Oh, we have hit 150 viewers. That's absolutely lovely. Ross Miller, do you think we'll have a hot summer? Gab, much too early to say, I'm afraid, Ross. And thunderstorms. I love them. Do you? I like a good thunderstorm. Yeah, I do, my friend. Definitely. But it's much too early to say if we'll have a hot summer or not. It's only January, so got a lot of weather to get under the proverbial bridge before we start thinking about the summer. Oh, I'm chatting about darts, I think. Is Bullseye on? Bullseye. We used to love Bullseye on a Sunday night. Ew! Hello to Mr. Monkey. Multiple names on. Potentially. Yes, potentially. I would not be ruling out that possibility. Right, if you enjoyed the live stream, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thanks so much everyone for doing that. Drop a comment, let us know after stream what you think about it, and don't forget to tell your friends, your family, neighbour, your doctor, your vicar, and your mother-in-law to subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for doing that. We only need to put on around 70 subscribers to get to 19.5k. So if you could give us a sub, that'd be absolutely amazing, absolutely awesome. Show everywhere. Right, GM again with a trough of low pressure across the western portion. Europe on Wednesday looking quite cold, but then low pressure deepening in the Atlantic, bringing stormy winds to Scotland and Ireland Friday into Saturday, wet and windy elsewhere. Another deep low there from on Sunday next week, bring further rain and gales potentially, and on it goes up to day 10. GM looking very unsettled. The ECM is currently updating and not yet quite fully out, so we'll come back to that, but I can show you the ECM midnight run from this morning, again under that trough of low pressure through the course of the middle part of winter, so still quite chilly, and then low pressure deepening like mad in the Atlantic, brings stormy weather through the end of the week. A little bit further south with that low on the East End midnight run, brings England and Wales into the firing line for potentially some stormy winds as well. Not quite as bad for Scotland. I'd also get stormy winds from that. In any case, it's out of the way by Sunday, but another low pressure bringing further gale force winds a little bit later, Sunday into Monday. There's the potential for that nasty daughter low I was talking about as well. Got to keep an eye on that. Developing along a waving and rather stationary weather front. Another secondary low there in on the 29th of January. That could bring Stormy weather in with it, goodness gracious me. Now, we get to the very end of the GFS midnight run, though, and there were signs that high pressure and trying to get going over Scandinavia. That gets us to the 3rd of February. Signs there, but the Ensemble midnight run trying to get a Scandi high together. So, could that start pulling colder air from the east? Potentially. But it's a long way off. It's like a couple of weeks away, so I wouldn't be betting on that. But we'll see. You never know. You never know with the weather. Never say never with the weather. This is a precipitation forecast based on the Eastern midnight run from the from Timeout.com. So still a lot of dry weather for the next few days, but gradually starting to turn more unsettled. And by Thursday, we've got wet weather coming in from off the Atlantic, and then a big low coming in on Friday, bringing heavy rain, gales with it, snow likely at times for the north as well, could be blizzards over the Scottish mountains, further wet weather in the weekend, and then into next week, on and on, with bouts of rain again. And notice it's very snowy in the mix, so this isn't a particularly mild airstream that's coming in with the stormy weather. It will be cold enough for snow at times over high ground. Scottish mountains could do quite well for snow. These are the options on the table. Within the east, it will be cold rain mode down in the south and the southeast. These are the options on the table. Within the east ensemble today, 4-day 10 from the Isolate Met Office gets us to the 29th of January. 25 members of the ECM ensembles with lots of low pressure coming in from off the Atlantic, looking wet and windy. 21 looking wet and windy as well, and just 5 with high pressure starting to dominate the Atlantic and bring something a little bit colder in from the east. But, it's very, very strong signal there from the ECM ensembles to be Atlantic-driven and potentially stormy at day 10. In 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we got. Gets us to the 3rd of February. 22 members of the ECM ensembles building high pressure through the north and the west of Europe, potentially bringing in the air from an easterly direction, so becoming drier and colder potentially there with those 22. Bit of a turn up for the books. And then we've got 19 still keeping the low pressure coming from off the Atlantic. We've got 10 looking very mild with low pressure to the north, high pressure to the south. So at day 10, it definitely looks very unsettled and stormy. And then there's a range of options when we get into the 2-week time frame. CFSB2, these are 500 millibar high tonight, break it down into week periods. The first week period takes from the 19th, 25th of January. The next week with lots of low pressure to the south and southwest, looking unsettled there. And then week 2 looks quite stormy. It's going to be 26th of January to the 1st of February. Low pressure is in the Atlantic. Lots of wet and windy weather coming in with that. Week 3 will be the 2nd to the 8th of February with high pressure generally to the east, low pressures out to the west, winds are coming up from a mild southwesterly direction, so mostly dry and mild with that. And then week 4, it's the 9th to the 15th of February, high pressure building up from the south, bringing quite a lot of dry weather with it. Should still be quite mild, but if the high pressure is to join up with this high up here, maybe that could bring the prospect of something colder for the second half of February. I think the first half of February is likely to be mild, but the second half of February, I think there's a question mark about that, and it's not necessarily the case that the mild weather will continue into the second half of the month. CFSB2 for February overall looks like that. Plenty of high pressure to West Europe, low pressure is away up here, winds coming up from the southwest. Temperature anomalies are above average with CFS for February, but then again, when are they not? And precipitation anomalies, west of the average to the northwest, near normal elsewhere. We're going to do Ensembles Watch for you at 154 a moment ago in current views, 75 likes on stream. Again, please smash that like button, everybody, and let YouTube know that you're enjoying, you've enjoyed the live stream. Thanks so much for doing that. We are going to be overrunning a little bit by about 10 minutes or so. I hope that's all right with everybody. Right, we are going to show the ECM WF the ECM 12Z as well, which should be finished updating. We'll do that after Ensembles Watch. Quick go through the ECM Ensembles then. This is how the control run is looking. We're starting on the 27th of January, storming then, but high pressure breaking us out of that. into the beginning of February, turning drier and potentially colder there into the opening days of February with the GFS control room. Ensemble member number 1 looking stormy as we get to the end of January and keeping it stormy up to the 4th of February as well. Ensemble member number 2 looking stormy through the opening days of February also. Ensemble member number 3 looking like this. So ensemble member 3 starts off unsettled on the 27th of January, then breaks us out of that unsettled weather, turning drier, anticyclonic and potentially cold with frost and fog under that area of high pressure. Ensemble member number 4 looks like that, starting off very unsettled, and staying unsettled generally up to the 4th of February as well. Ensemble member number 5, stormy also through the opening days of February. Ensemble member number 6, turning drier by the beginning of February. That's a mild bridge, but again, that could have frost and fog underneath it. Ensemble member number 7 starts off stormy and keeps it unsettled up to the 4th of February as well. Ensemble member number 8 starts off unsettled and keeps it unsettled and mild up to the 4th of February as well. Ensemble member number 9 starts off very unsettled, keeps it unsettled, turns a little bit cooler with a northwesterly, but that's only going to be very fleeting by February the 4th. Ensemble member number 10 again starts unsettled, has a go at raising heights over Scandinavia, but still too much energy in the Atlantic, so that then collapses any ridge attempt. Ensemble member number 11 starting unsettled, trying to build some high pressure towards Scandinavia and gradually starting to try and settle things down there by the 4th of February. Ensemble member number 12. Now that starts off very stormy, but ensemble member number 12 then starts to try and turn things colder, raising heights a little bit up towards Greenland. So by the end of it, we had turned quite a bit colder there with ensemble member number 12. Ensemble member number 13, again, starting off quite stormy, keeping it unsettled and generally mild into early February as well. Ensemble member number 14 looks like that, again, very unsettled, and will be Atlantic driven right way up to 4th February with that one quite mild too. Ensemble member number 15 starting off doing something different, some higher pressure up towards Scandinavia there, and we actually bring some cold air in, blimey. Ensemble member number 15 is a cold ensemble member, brings some cold air in from the east. There could be some snow with that into early February. That's a very, very different ensemble member. I think that one has lost the plot a little bit. Right, so I would ignore that unless it's here turning up with other ensemble members. Ensemble member number 16, starting unsettled, and then we see high pressure building up. Now, that's a very mild ensemble member, gradually breaking out of the stormy weather and turning a bit dry, especially so down in the south. Ensemble member number 17. Well, that looks pretty horrendous, doesn't it, with that area of low? Goodness gracious me, that's 27th, 28th of January. Really nasty area of low pressure then. And keeping it unsettled and stormy right way to the 4th of February of that ensemble member 2. Ensemble member number 18. Atmosphere unsettled also. Ensemble member number 19, keeping it unsettled as well, and very Atlantic driven, quite stormy, especially so for the north. Ensemble member number 20, again keeps it unsettled, westerly winds dominating. Ensemble member number 21, a little bit more high pressure with this one, very cold air going down into the southeast of Europe. We will probably be quite chilly with frost and fog and all of that sort of thing. With ensemble member number 21, that's slightly different and much less stormy. Ensemble member number 22, looking quite stormy as well under an area of high pressure. Ensemble member number 23 breaks us out of the unsettled weather by the end of January, and there could be some frost and fog, trying to build some high pressure towards Scandinavia and bring in colder air from the east as well. Ensemble member number 24, looking stormy and generally mild up to the 4th of February. Ensemble member number 25, again looking quite stormy and unsettled with that one. Ensemble member number 26, keeping the stormy and unsettled weather going. High pressure gradually building up from the south, though, and breaking us out of that. And probably some frost and fog potentially with that as well. Ensemble member number 27, again looking really unsettled, potentially quite stormy as well. Ensemble member number 28, looking unsettled and Atlantic driven. Also, ensemble member number 29, and penultimately Atlantic Driven, Stormy, and that goes on really till the 4th of February at least. And then finally Ensemble member number 30, all Atlantic Driven, quite stormy, reasonably mild in the south, a little bit drier there, unsettled into the north. So it looks like we're certainly the last week of January going to be very unsettled, battering gales, severe gales at times, heavy rain, all of that sort of stuff. Possibly cold enough for historic tides over high ground in the north. Into early February, we might start to break out of that in early February. I think that's a little bit early. I think this will go on at least through the first week of February. And then maybe by the second week of February, especially around the middle of the month, that's when I would be looking to start breaking out of this stormy spell, Atlantic-driven spell, and then maybe we can start thinking about the chance of something a little bit colder to the second half of February. We're nearly at the end of the live stream now. Thank you so much, everyone. It's been absolutely amazing. Been absolutely amazing live stream. Thank you so much, everyone. Unbelievable. Big live stream as well. So I always say live stream is only as good as its audience, as the people watching it, and you have been absolutely amazing tonight, everyone. Thank you so much. Give yourself a round of applause. Thank you so much. The last thing we're going to show you is the ECM 12. Then we're going to get wrapped up. Don't forget to check out Send It's video on Send It's Weather channel coming up a little bit later on this evening. I think that's 7:30. And then weather fans are going to be live at 8 p.m. So if you want more weather content, Send It's Weather and also weather fans later on this evening. We're going to finish off this live stream, Gavs live stream, with the ECM 12Z, so a trough of low pressure through the north and west Europe around middle part of the week. There's that storm. Further north, in line with all of the other model output now, on Friday brings severe gales to Ireland and Scotland in particular, wet and windy elsewhere. A little bit quieter maybe on Saturday, and then certainly through to Monday. That low looks pretty horrendous. That looks even worse, actually, I have to say, than like Friday's low. So watch out Sunday and Monday for another potential named storm anyway. And then we got that's the little daughter low I talked about. We've got to keep an eye on that. I've got a bit of a worry about that for areas further south by around the middle part of next week. The ECM doesn't really whip that up into much. But, no, it's a long way off. It's about, it's over a week away. So, just got to keep an eye on that little daughter low. Potentially to bring something stormy into the south, maybe by mid of next week. As it is, it's all Atlantic driven and unsettled through the last week of January there with the ECM 12 there. The extended ECM that goes to 360 hours will be released in a couple of hours, so you'll be able to see them. What that is showing, maybe weather fans can show you about later on. We're still at 133 close to 80 likes on the stream. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. Unbelievable. Richard thinks we're going to get a colder spell around the 7th of February. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to get through the first week of January. What I'm talking about. Got to get through the last week of January, haven't we? Definitely, Rich. And probably the first week of February as well. But I think the cold weather will come back. I think the cold weather will come back. We might have to wait until the second half of February. But I think there's more of this winter still to go. But of course, time, as ever, will tell. Right, if everyone say thank you to our lovely moderators on the stream, thank you so much to James, to Ben, and to Callum as well. Absolutely unbelievable. I said that right, didn't you? Yeah, that's right. I get Callum and Connor mixed up. No, it's Callum, isn't it? Thank you so much to Callum, to James, and to Ben as well for moderating on live stream, keeping the live chat safe. Thank you so much. Weather fans, thank you for the plug. No problem at all, my friend. And send it. Saying, I'm so sorry, everyone. Hey, cheers to the plug, Gav. Love ya. You're a legend. Thank you so much. I'm a legend, not a legend, but thank you so much, my friend. That's lovely. Right, okay, we're at the end of the live stream now. Thank you so much, everybody, for an amazing stream. So we've got more weather content after me. If you want more weather content, Send It's releasing a video this evening. Our weather fans will be live at 8 p.m. Check those two channels out. check those two channels out, and I think James has shared the link, so that's great, and I shared the links at the start of stream as well. Laura, super stream, thank you, Gav, no problem at all, Laura, thank you so much. Sam Parker, thanks, take care all, thank you so much, Sam. Andy, cheers, Gavin, awesome as always, top man. Thank you so much, everyone, for an amazing stream. You're all very, very kind. I shouted out Rachel Bloxham. How to you, Rachel? Not sure if I shouted you out or not, but have a good evening, Rachel. Thank you so much for being on the live stream tonight. Right, okay, so tomorrow, got 6 a.m. UK weather forecast, 10 to 14 days. Well, can be live again on Wednesday. Wednesday, we'll have a little bit more of a clearer idea what's going on with Beach Destroy Winds. So I know a few of you have asked about the, stormy potential anyway for stormy weather at the end of week, and then again beyond that into the end next weekend, Sunday night into the following Monday, and it's still all a little bit far away for exact detail. We'll know a lot more by Wednesday's live stream, so I would imagine Wednesday will be I don't know, a storm watch or a gales watch or something, and we'll have a look at some higher res then on Wednesday's live stream, I should say, with, a little bit more detail then about who's getting the worst of the winds and whatnot. But I think it'll be Ireland and Scotland initially that gets the worst of this, and then maybe other areas into through the last week of January. Anyway, we'll know more on Wednesday, so make sure you check into Wednesday's live stream, same time, same place. You enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening, Mo. And for this one, that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again with more weather content very, very soon. Have a great rest of your Sunday evening, and bye for now.